welcome once again to Quick Shot Reviews, the dedicated movie channel for Cheap Shot Entertainment. I am your host Luke, you are the Cheap Shot Nation. Make sure you go over to all the social media channels on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook to join us there for all the updates of everything that we're doing here on the channel. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe and share and comment on these videos. If you've seen Halloween Kills, what do you think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I know it was a complete split between the people I went to go and see it with. I will explain where my stance is on this film. So join me for the main part of the video. So, Halloween Kills. It stars, of course, Jamie Lee Curtis reprising her role as Laurie Strode, although she's very passive in this film. Judy Greer plays Karen, the daughter of Laurie Strode. Andy Makchak plays Alison, the daughter of Karen, the granddaughter of Laurie Strode. We've got three different people playing the shape. That's James Jude Courtney. Nick Castle reprises his role, and Aaron Armstrong also plays the shape as well in the flashbacks. Got Will Patton playing Officer Hawkins, as well as Thomas Mann playing young Hawkins, because we do get flashbacks, as I've already mentioned. Jim Cummings plays Pete McCabe, and Dylan Arnold plays Cameron Elam. Another main character here is Anthony Michael Hall playing Tommy Doyle, the young lad that Laurie Strode babysat in 1978. And yeah, that's pretty much all of your main people right there. Of course, the director is David Gordon Green, returning from Halloween, the 2018 follow-on from the original. Everything else in the timeline is out of the way, and I would argue, though, however, that Halloween 2 should be included in that because it takes place on the same night. However, right, let's get into the review of this one. Now, the much acclaimed Halloween from 2018, looking at IMDb, has only got 6.6 out of 10, but it was very much acclaimed by all horror fans, so I'm not quite sure about that. But obviously it is Halloween night and Michael Myers has returned. He's escaped. The continuation of the 2018 film is continuing here in Halloween Kills, and it basically says everything you need in the title. So yeah, you got Jamie Lee Curtis, you got Laurie Strode in the hospital in this one, daughter Karen and granddaughter Alison left the masked monster Michael Myers burning in Laurie Strode's basement. The firefighters come down and put the fire out. Michael then escapes to free himself, and basically he's really miffed and just goes on a killing spree. There's no sort of rhyme or reason to why he's killing people and what for. There's some nice little nods here to the original as well, with the original series, including the silver shamrock masks, which I really appreciated, and the kills are just brutal. If you go into this wanting a brutal Halloween film, you got it. If you want a storyline, go elsewhere, because this is not continuing any, well, it is continuing it slightly, but it's not adding to anything. It's not taking anything away, but it's not adding anything either. The pack mentality of the townspeople with the evil dies tonight chant, it's trying to look deeper into something that, obviously is happening in the world. It doesn't quite work here because they don't look deep enough into it. But it plays into that idea that Michael Myers is evil personified. He is not human, or he was human at one point, but has become so evil that you just can't kill him. So let's be clear, like I say, if you want a story, you're not going to get it from Halloween Kills. This is little, there's no focus on story at all. The focus being the kills, hence the name Halloween Kills. But it's not just the kills. The small roles from the original that have reprised, that get their 15 minutes of fame, from the children that were being babysat to the bullies from the original. They're all here, and they're grown up, and they go after Michael Myers in this pack mentality, like a bit of a throwback to like Frankenstein. Let's kill the evil that we don't really understand, but we're going to do it anyway, and we're just going to hunt anybody who looks vaguely like they might be doing something. So some of it does not make sense. That is the bit that I think split me and my mates when we went to go and see this on Halloween. Well, we started it on the 30th. Obviously, it ticked over into Halloween, which was quite nice. But one of my friends who I go to the cinema with all the time, Josh, he said the film was awful. I disagreed with him. Every idea that he gave me as to why it was awful, it didn't make sense. I mean, we've been watching the Halloween series, and his argument was it doesn't make sense for the series. And I said that's because everything after the first one is null and void. It's starting from after the first one. So his annoyance with it was irrelevant, basically. That being said, he's allowed his opinion. It wasn't great. I'll got to say that it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. And it's kind of like an in the middle thing. The kills were great. The storyline was non-existent. It didn't really do anything to further any kind of storylines. It was just sort of middling. Let's get another film out while we can before it ends in 2022. But that's that. So now Laurie Strode, she's in the hospital. The killer looks, and who is being chased in the hospital. To name one example, you've got to suspend your disbelief in this one. You're going to be quite entertained if you're going into this thinking, I want a Halloween movie. It is entertaining and it's a lot of fan service, but it also may disappoint a few fans of the series as well. If you come here for Jamie Lee Curtis, you come here for Laurie Strode, she plays a backseat role, much like she did in the second one in the hospital as well. She's quite passive. But there's enough tension and enough violence in here to keep people happy, especially the scene with the firefighters, which I understand someone got a petition up online saying we should not play Halloween Kills because he kills firefighters. It's a blinking movie. Get over yourself. So it may remind you of action movies rather than horror, because the kill rate is just insane. And the stunts and effects are as good as they can get. The cinematography is beautiful. And of course, John Carpenter's original score is used in droves. Not much motivation here for Michael Myers, apart from the fact that he's pissed off and he just wants to kill everybody. And there's some characters like Tommy Doyle that really take a front foot in here, that kind of do make sense, and he rallies the mob and goes after Michael Myers, depicting him as an unstoppable force. At the end of the day, there's a lot of nods and winks and throwbacks to the fans of the original, and it's starting once again with the opening credits and the original kill, so the cold start of the movie, as it would be called. But basically, it's up to you to decide. I found a lot of entertainment value in this film. My friend Josh did not, and his brother Connor has never seen a Halloween film before in his life. He just wanted to go to the cinema, so he didn't really get what was going on. So I tried to explain that to him after the show. If he'd have told me that before we went to go and see it, I would have explained it. But Halloween is one of those old horror movie series that has had so many reimaginings and so many restarts and remakes and things and sequels that it's going to be really difficult. But that's why I like this new timeline. You see, it goes from the original 1978 to 2018 to 2021 to 2022. Now, apparently Halloween Ends happens 4 years after Halloween and Halloween Kills, so that's going to be quite interesting. But like I say, it's up to you to decide. You're just better off just going with it, ignoring all reviews, including mine. But obviously, I'm not giving you any spoilers. Going into it with an open mind, going with the flow, and just going in and enjoying it. If you're a fan of the series, I would suggest you go and watch this one and just make up your own mind. It's completely split. All of the reviewers that I watch on YouTube and most of the reviewers that I read about as well. But Michael Myers, I think everyone can agree, is a complete badass in this film. And it would be the kills and the body count that would be the saving grace in this one. James A. Janice from Dead Meat will be having a field day with this one. His video on this film will be about 10 hours long. Anyway, that is name dropping just one of the YouTube horror channels that I watch. Check him out, it's really fun. But that is my review. So what do I think? I think you should go and watch this one, and that is my final verdict. Okay, so having done the review, make sure you subscribe, like, and share the video. Leave us a comment down below. Have you seen Halloween Kills? And do you like it? Do you not like it? Explain to me why you don't like it. What are your thoughts on this film? It is completely split down the middle. And yeah, I'd be interested. I'd be interested in getting a discussion up with this one. But that's it. That's the quick shot review on Halloween Kills 2021. And I've been your host, Luke. You are the Sheep Shot Nation, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Hiya.